The moment the icy steel blade split my skin, I heard the gurgling sound of my own blood rushing out, mingling with the rusty, metallic stench of the abandoned factory. A tearing agony erupted in my abdomen, not the gradual, regressive pull of childbirth, but the raw, brutal pain of being carved open, a hurt so profound it felt like my very soul was being ripped apart. That was the child I had fought for with half my life. The child born from the tremors of the 13th retrieval needle piercing my ovaries. The hope I had clenched between my teeth through 4 miscarriages while lying on a hospital bed. The final bargaining chip I thought would buy me a decade of my Bellovet's true heart. Hurry up, don't keep Deborah waiting. The man's voice was low and gentle, just as it had been countless times over the past 10 years when he coaxed me through injections, but now it sounded colder than the blaze edge. Samuel Whitman, my husband, the man for whom I had willingly endured every agony, stood before me, watching as a thug's filthy hands pulled the steel warm fetus from my womb. The tiny body was curled up, eyes closed, as if still sleeping, but he would never wake again. Deborah walked over, the tip of her red high heel grinding into the bloody mass of my abdomen, the sharp stiletto heel puncturing the already torn wound. I curled up in pain. Through blurred vision, her delicate face twisted into a devil's mask. Her stand-in is just a stand-in. How dare you compete with me? Samuel has always loved me. The seed in your belly was just a tool to warm my battle. And by the way, those 4 unformed children of yours, I had them made into tonics, worked quite well. I wanted to roar, to get up and tear her face apart, but my body felt drained of all strength. Samuel gently wrapped an arm around Deborah's waist, his tone dripping with affection. All right, darling, don't dirty your shoes. We should go. London is waiting for us to announce the good news. London. My eyes flew open. Samuel's uncle, the man rumored to have renounced his inheritance for lack of an heir. So they had even paved their escape route. I watched their retreating figures, hand in hand, just as I had watched Samuel leave to be with Deborah countless times over the past decade. Only this time, I knew I would never wait for his return again. Consciousness slowly sank into darkness, just as I thought everything was over. A cold, mechanical voice echoed in my mind. Host, Natalie Roberts. Intense desire for vengeance detected. Activating fertility blessing system. System functions unlocked. For every child the host gives birth to, corresponding destiny alteration points will be awarded her. Punishment mechanism. Deborah Roberts has committed grievous acts. Should she experience 1 miscarriage, she will permanently lose her fertility. 3. Special mission. Bearing a child with a male other than Samuel Whitman will grant additional inheritance rights bonuses. Right bracket. My eyes snapped open. The blinding glare of surgical lights made my head spin. The smell of disinfectant stung my nostrils. Sickeningly familiar. This was the IVF operating room at the downtown hospital. I remember this place, this light, the row of gleaming egg retrieval needles on the nearby tray. Sweetheart, awake. A warm hand touched my forehead. Samuel's face appeared before me, a perfectly practiced tenderness curving his lips as he held a freshly unwrapped retrieval needle. Don't be afraid. The doctor says the success rate is very high this time. We'll have our child soon. A child. I stared at that needle, my fingers trembling uncontrollably. Memories of my past life flooded back. 13 egg retrievals, each feeling like countless needles turning inside my ovaries. Pain so intense it soaked my hospital gown in cold sweat. 4 miscarriages, each caused because Deborah needed my blood, and Samuel forcibly drew it. Disregarding my fragile state, I lay on the operating table, watching bag after bag of my blood flow into that so-called frail sister, while Samuel would only say, just endure it, for our future, that final successful pregnancy, when I thought I'd finally earned his love, only to end with my belly sliced open, and my child stolen.